Waking up in a cold sweat again. I can't keep chasing shadows. She's not real. Visions of the future getting closer. Time was collapsing right in front of him. For the universe can't exist without time. The traveling stranger knew that he couldn't change fate. That time was a single timeline where travelers could drop in at any point without upsetting past or future. He knew all this, and yet it hadn't happened yet. He knew he would be the one to invent time travel. He was the only one seriously working on it. But so many failures, he basically gave up, only because the time rifts, visions of himself from the future. When you are destined to do something, time will direct you to it. He was fated to invent the new form of travel. You see, time travel is horrible for the environment. Radiation, nothing. We're talking temporal interference. The amount of energy in the time device can tear a hole in the space-time fabric if it's not cleaned properly, and that's a whole nother thing. The traveling stranger had been busy changing history. This was before he knew you couldn't. It would have happened already. He would go back in time and play a role in every conspiracy. Riding a horse took some getting used to, but the future, he was afraid to go there. But there he was waiting, the instructor. "I know it's you, stranger. You're close to a breakthrough, aren't you? I don't want to talk about it. You think it's to be yours alone, don't you? It's just a new, dangerous form of travel. Give it to me. You theorize too much." As they fought, it felt like the pain of 1,000 years. It was always a fight, never a break from martial arts. Traveling stranger and the instructor fought and fought until the moon clicked into place. Fate can be forceful sometimes. A blast of temporal energy from a punch split the instructor in half, his body disassembling rapidly. Guess we don't need to bury him. So this was it, the traveling stranger of the future. Yeah, that's me. You look tired, kid. This is what the dream showed you, the time device. It's fairly simple, just on your wrist, and your thoughts take care of the rest. So you invented this? No, actually, you gave it to me. The device exists outside of time because of an infinite loop. That is why we have been tasked to use it. People always forget how time-consuming time travel is. So there you have it. I gotta go. Don't let the world get you down. But wait, does she still talk to you? Is she still there? Like I said, kid. Traveling stranger was surprised how old he becomes. Okay, so this device will help me save the world, I guess? If no one should use it, then what do I do with it? Time went by, you would feel space-time fractures in all the cities he traveled. If he was the only one with time travel, what could cause so much interference? Racing up to the telescope, the time rifts were amassing together into something sinister. Traveling stranger, you never were good at killing. The instructor had taken a new form. The temporal energy had merged with human DNA to create a creature of two realms existing anywhere in time but not at once. This dude's gotta go. Stranger, you can't stop me in my new form. I can see you coming from a million years. I know you like to believe that, but I always have the advantage because I'm underestimated. Traveling stranger dove from the cliff, punching the instructor as they fell, for all his powers must be used in this fight. While falling, the time device had synced up to the instructor as he was changing times over and over to escape. "I have beaten you for 1,000 years, instructor. You're doomed." "Oh really, stranger? What if we go back to this time? Your childhood maybe, your family, your friends you don't see anymore. Wouldn't that be nice to go back to?" That's the thing about time, instructor. No matter what happens, we always gotta move forward. The instructor was vaporized again, but I wouldn't trust that he's gone. The time rifts have stopped though, so something happened to him. You see, we're all existing at the same time, but that's not true. People's lives are written, as hard as that is to say. And we can only move from place to place. To go somewhere for a few hours is going to take a few hours. Time is relative to everyone. This time travel is just increasing the amount of places you can go. Who better than the traveling stranger to have that power? Time traveling and fate are connected. If we go backwards or forwards, we were meant to do it. There's only one way life happens. Regret is a hell of a thing. The traveling stranger had to destroy the time device. It was not safe to use. It existed out of the space and time fabric and was impossible to put an end to. "Give it to me," said an old man walking by. "I will dispose of it." "Excuse me?" I know all you do and more. I have studied the time device for decades. I might seem strange to you. Snatching the device, the old man hopped into a time rift and disappeared. The time device would be trapped in time, but it was useless anyway. If time needed us, it would direct us.